What it do, Niner fam? Man, we got some of the vets right here. Now, every one of these guys have been to a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? I know what you're going to say. Well, they all didn't win one. That's not the point. The point is they all been to a Super Bowl. Niner style. Now, for you young cats, Bill Walsh, okay? Now, see, I got to get for the young cats. You guys, when you guys hear Belichick, the young cats are like, oh, he got all these Super Bowls, this, that, and the other. Belichick got everything Belichick did with the Patriots, he actually got them from Bill Walsh. I know you probably thinking, well, they got a thing on HBO. I think it's on HBO. You probably can look it up on YouTube. Bill Walsh was chilling with Belichick. You know what I'm saying? They used to kick it. And Belichick used to pick his brain, about everything that he was doing. You know what I'm saying? With the Niners. That's where, if you actually look at the Patriots and then look at the Niners when they had Montana minus the cheating, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of similar. You know what I'm saying? And this is, Belichick kind of like copied almost everything Bill Walsh was doing. Like I said, minus the cheating. You know what I'm saying? The videotaping scandals and the Deflate Gate and all that crap, you know what I'm saying? But, we had Tom Brady, you know what I'm saying? And Tom Brady was an accurate quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Bill Walsh, he's one of the greats. He's one of the greats. So you young cats, he's one of the greats. You know what I'm saying? The inventor of the West Coast offense. The same offense that every single team in the NFL uses today. You know what I'm saying? So anybody else from other teams, don't get mad at me because you have a piece of the Niners organization in your game plan. Now, Seifert, you know what I'm saying? Seifert was a beast. You feel me? Seifert was a beast. The players liked him. You know what I'm saying? You see who he got behind him. You know what I'm saying? The players liked him. You know what I'm saying? Now, with some discrepancies, you know what I'm saying, with, Super Bowls and, some of the games and all the players, but that's not the story. Seifert was a beast, you know what I'm saying? And then we got Harbaugh. Harbaugh succeeded Singletary. Now, hey, don't knock Singletary, everybody. Don't knock Singletary. Now, as far as a head coach, I'm sorry. Singletary was no head coach. As a player, go look up some film on Mike Singletary. Singletary is how we got. Well, it ain't how we got, but it's the development of Patrick Willis and NaVorro Bowman. It's because before it was NaVorro Bowman, it was Patrick Willis and Takeo Spikes. You know what I'm saying? But Singletary actually put that team together. The same team he took to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Singletary put that team together, drafted most of those players. You know what I'm saying? Michael Crabtree. I think we had Anthony Davis. We had two offensive linemen. We had a gang of players that Singletary put together. You know what I'm saying? Remember, we had Frank Gore. We had LaMichael James. We had Anthony Dixon, Brandon Jacobs. We had a whole bunch of players. You know what I'm saying? But now he can coach. That's the thing. So you can have all the players, but he can coach. You know what I'm saying? Remember, we had Alex Smith. You know what I'm saying? And Alex Smith was considered a bust. He coming to the scene. Alex Smith go to NFC Championship. You know what I'm saying? Shit, remember, Andy Reid wanted Alex Smith. He literally wanted Alex Smith when he seen that we had Kaepernick and Kaepernick was bowling. Andy Reid was like, I want Alex Smith. And we was like, Harbaugh basically did Alex Smith a favor because he was like, well, I'm not going to play you over Kaepernick because Kaepernick got the hot hand. But he said, I'm going to make sure you go someplace where you're going to start and you comfortable. And Andy Reid liked him. That's why he was with Andy Reid going to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Now he was the ultimate check down artist and a game manager, but he was at the playoffs every year. You know what I'm saying? Until he had that messed up leg injury, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, remember, they was good out there in Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? They was winning games. You know what I'm saying? And then, he was pushed out. Harbaugh was pushed out. He was hated on by the general manager and the owner. Really the general manager. You know what I'm saying? General manager was like, well, we can just, we don't need him, no coach. We can just, the general manager said, I put the team together, so we just put anybody over there. So that's where the Tom Sulas and the Chip Kellys come from. You know what I'm saying? And it was so bad. It was so bad. The fans, it was bad. It was bad. The fans, the organization, players, everybody was like, this is horrendous. Basically, everybody left. It was all bad. It was all bad. You know what I'm saying? And remember, at that time, NaVorro Bowman was like one of the only ones that stayed. And Jimmy Ward was there, but he was still young because he drafted Jimmy Ward. So NaVorro Bowman was coming off that leg injury from that NFC Championship. So when it was Steve Young and a few other execs from the Niners, they said, we're gonna find you a head coach. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna fix this because it was bad. Like I said, Chip Kelly and Tom Sula. Now Tom Sula was a defensive line coach, which was a beast. He was a beast. You know what I'm saying? But as a head coach, oh, it was ridiculous. It was sad. It was absolutely sad. I'm saying, Chip Kelly, need I say more? Need I say more? You know what I'm saying? And then we was going through the whole Kaepernick kneeling thing. It was just a mess. The whole thing was a mess. They found him, which they didn't find him. Remember, he was coming off that Super Bowl with Atlanta, and they blamed him for everything and not the head coach. Now when we go to a Super Bowl, he gets blamed and nobody else. But it's okay. When they found him, they was like, all right, he's going to be a head coach. But he's too young. And they was like, And I understand, he's too young. You know what I'm saying? They're going to put him in a locker room full of those guys and as young as he is. So who they go get? The OG vet, Lynch. You know what I'm saying? And say, you're going to be the general manager. Saying why? Because he can relate to players. His Lynch's first test was NaVorro Bowman. He told NaVorro Bowman to do something, and NaVorro Bowman did said no. So he told NaVorro Bowman, get off the field, go sit on the bench. And NaVorro Bowman kind of went off. You know what I'm saying? I think that week he had called the Saints and was going to get a third-round pick for NaVorro Bowman. Lynch, which doing what he's supposed to do, because he used to be a player, talked to NaVorro Bowman and told Shanahan, like, look, this dude didn't put in too much for this organization. We just not going to ship him off. We're going to basically let him go to where he want to go. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get no pick for him or nothing. And since he was rooted in the Bay Area, he went to the Raiders. That's why the Raiders used to get away with a lot of stuff, because they used to get a lot of our cast-off players because they was in Oakland right next to us. That's where you get that's where the Jerry Rices go to Oakland, the Garners go to Oakland. Everybody would go over there because you don't have to move your home. Now they lose that because when they're in Vegas, if you in Santa Clara, you're gonna leave somewhere. You're not gonna just go down to Vegas. No, before Oakland was right next to him. You know what I'm saying? So when NaVorro Bowman left, that was the end of the veterans. No, they still had Jimmy Ward, but he wasn't no veteran. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he drafted Jimmy Ward, so Jimmy Ward wasn't no veteran. And if Jimmy Ward eventually did leave, went down there to Texans with D'Amico Ryan. You know what I'm saying? But all of these coaches have a little story of how they got to the Super Bowls and everything else. You know what I'm saying? But it was all through basically good coaching. You know what I'm saying? Good coaching. It's good coaching, good play calling. Good play call. His was more good coaching. Seifert kind of, inherited Montana. You feel me? Because he drafted Montana, I think 79. So he kind of inherited him. You know what I'm saying? But you still got to coach. You know what I'm saying? And then he get the team. It was gutted. He had to build the Niners up. Where we see the Niners right now, he basically had to build it up. Remember, Brian Hoyer. We had like a Brian Hoyer or Nick Mullins or whatever it was. That's where the Jimmy Garoppolos and all the other crap come from, you know what I'm saying? Before we landed, before we got a Brock Purdy, because the Trey Lances, all that crap, you know what I'm saying? So this is the little circle of the coaches who have been to the Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying? So, it's a story behind each one of them. The story's longer than that. I only had a couple minutes to tell you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but on here, Walsh is my guy. You know what I'm saying? I would have liked it if you had a Bill Walsh, him as the offensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? It would have been nice. It would be nice. And I'd take him as a general manager. You feel me? And I'd take him as the quarterback's coach. Let me know what y'all think. Leave it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Peace. I'm out of here.